Well, our next speaker, again, needs no introduction, but there's a reason for having me up here, and that's it. She's been fighting for taxpayers for years in her Senate.
Alberta ballot.
She always seems to be target number one to them, but she always seems to win. In fact, if I remember correctly, they called her defeat in August, that they did it, the crown jewel of the recalls. Not only did she win, folks, she actually increased her margin of victory over the previous election. It is my honor to introduce to you Senator Alberta.
What's wrong with this? We inherited the Doyle master debt of $3.6 billion. We balanced the budget without raising taxes. We did all sorts of reforms so we didn't have to cut massively. Many millions of people kept their jobs. This is awesome. Thousands of people kept their jobs. We did the right thing, didn't we? We didn't raise taxes. We took control of debt and we set the state on the right course for you, the taxpayers, the citizens, for our children, and for our grandchildren. I'm going to tell you a little quick story, because you've heard that the Doyle administration, I call them the Doyle job wreckers, sent 150,000 people out of Wisconsin, raised taxes double digits, increased all sorts of rules and regs so Wisconsin was almost impossible to do new businesses, made us a desolate island compared to other states around us. And we said in the last election that there has to be another way. It's the Walker way. We won that election. We got the governor's house, flipped the Senate, and we flipped the assembly. And we said, okay, we're going to go forward. There are a lot of people who disagreed with what we did, and you know what? We have to tell them that what we did was the best thing we could do for our state. We got control. We got control, and we gave it back to you, the taxpayers. You, the taxpayers. But no, they want a do-over, don't they? They want a do-over. But you know what? Elections count. And Scott Walker won. And the Senate became Republican majority, and the Assembly continued to be a Republican majority. And we got it done. We cannot go back. Not go back. I'm going to tell you, we have to make sure Van Weingart goes back to the Senate. If he doesn't come back, we won't have a majority then in the Senate, and they want to peel back all that we have done. But we are on the right track. You've got to go and tell your friends. You've got to tell your workers and everybody you can talk to. You're on the right track. Talk to anybody in Illinois. They'll say, what in the heck is going on in Wisconsin? You balance your budget. You don't raise taxes. You get a better environment for a business. You get a raise in your credit rating. That's pretty darn good, isn't it? Well, Illinois got it. They're at the bottom. Credit rating. We have come along so much, we cannot go back. But I want to tell you what this is about. It's about power. It's not about a lot of other things. It's about power. And who should be in charge? The citizens or the special interests? Yes, you should be in charge, not the special interest groups. The dirty secret is this is about power. And the unions cannot believe that they lost. The unions cannot believe that we had the courage to get this state back on the right track. And they want this to end because they want the gravy train. We're not against unions. I think it's fair for government workers to pay their share for pensions and for health care, don't we? What's so bad about that? I'll tell you the number of people come up to me and say, I would love to have a government job. I would love to have a pension. I would love to have the health care. I mean, honest to God, this is a ridiculous argument. It's their fair share, and that's what we did. We're not against unions. We didn't take away all their rights. Their rights are protected under the civil service protections. All their rights are protected, and they still can collectively bargain if their members give them that right. We gave members the right to decide if they want to be a part of a union or not. And that's a big deal. And they're so mad about it, they can hardly stand it because that means they're pushy leaders in the unions. Their cushy $200,000+ jobs are in jeopardy because if enough people say, you know what, I don't need to be represented by the union. I don't need to have $1,000 automatically deducted from my paycheck. I want the freedom to decide myself. And that's what we have in Wisconsin, the freedom for workers to decide themselves. And we're not going back.
We're not going back. We're not going back.
Because our state is very divided. But a lot of people don't know what this is all about. They just buy the lingo, right? The press will tell their side of the story, and we have to tell ours. What we did is better for our citizens. We are representing you, the taxpayer, for putting the state on the right track to grow jobs in the economy. And this is for you, your grandchildren, and for the future of our state. God bless you. I'm Wisconsin. Walker, 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 Walker. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you for being here. Please tell the story. Thank you.
I had to be careful how I approached the stage. They had to give me a knife to cut the microphone off of here. So, can you believe they trust me with sharp objects? Okay, I have to get this microphone. Bear with me.